You take from the rich and the poor and us women.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
And off we go from Denver. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Perkins. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
49-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Herbert's pass.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the set.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6. And they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Chargers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do? I
don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Chargers 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Broncos 7.